I'm sitting here next to the waves and that little thing I always feared, the deep. It was kind of like that little leap you couldn't ever make. And if anything, it was a heap at that stake. We used to say it took a while to get down to where we knew ourselves around, when we could perfectly sound off where it was completely silent. It was defiant. It was that one moment underneath all of those crashing waves when you heard yourself say, I'm gonna make it back up to that sunlight. And I'm doing this in the middle of darkness because it adds a little bit more spark. And it's not like the necessity of it all is ever gonna be something that would equate to something that I could ever measure off as a pleasure or something that I took that would compose me to be something that I could supposedly be. And I guess my favorite part about all of this is that I could go a million different ways with all of the vocabulary these days. But it doesn't mean anything if I can't find the... Ooh, see, this is where I'm stuck. It's that one word. And it's not even one that rhymes with vocabulary or one that rhymes with the deep ocean. It's not a sound you can erode to make yourself believe that you were on that same road. It's kind of like a spodie. You mix a bunch of different stuff up in it, add a little booze. Before you know who's, you're stuck with yourself. And the shoes you wanted to fit weren't quite the ones. They were just a little too tight to be split. And you ended up splitting those seams right down to where you thought you would fit into. Am I crazy for thinking that this raise could ever be something that I could understand as praise? You got to pee in front of it, and all of a sudden the entire word just changes. It's kind of how it was with me. I had just something before it, and you never know what's in store with it. But seriously, look at that skyline. Oh, look at that. They're just twittering lights. Just twittering lights. Out of your grasp. Even for the raspy of voice, if it could scream out along these waves, it would reach them. But where to seek them out like I was searching? No? Because I was just hurting for that. Hurting for that same yearning. Does it mean much? No. Do I see where I found myself to be like a beeline to where I wanted? Yeah. Is that taking shortcuts? Damn straight. That's how I used to do it. But I can't take a shortcut anymore. Because when I cut that thing short, it was kind of like aborting it. And I can't abort this. I'm pro-life, but I'm also pro-choice. And along these lines, I expect you to find where the choice is. That's where my voice comes in. Whether you want to listen to it. I've offered the hand, and all you have to do is understand that I couldn't comprehend where I was demanding my own self to realize your wealth. And my own mental health will continue to grow from whether or not it grows from where we were sowing those seeds or where it was just reeds waiting to blow the whistle through them so we could see how the breeze these days forms into notes so I can not choke in them, but float upon them. This is my water song for you. This is the one that you have to sit with. It looks kind of different. It's like a certain shape, rosy in nature, thorny by the nomenclature. But I'll be your savior if you'll be willing to listen to me to say that you can savor it for later. That flavor, it's not ever gonna go away. It's not like that voracious feeling that you could take and maybe put it back away inside that chest you locked away. Because I keep myself open. And when I show that, it's like a how-to of be the blue within your hues and how to communicate your own verbal lucidness. And I approve of this. My own message. Stamped, sealed, waxed upon. Like a royal decree, I found myself within thee. And you can say that I found myself within you, or you can say I found myself within these waters too. So who's really listening? I hope it's you.